time. Flavors is the most common language we use in coffee. Let it be buying green or a bag of roasted coffee or lime. We use these flavors all the time to communicate the expression of how our coffee tastes like. When proper flavor notes are given, we could almost imagine how our coffee would taste. So, for these 15 minutes, I would like to invite you to join me in this journey of chasing flavors and finding better ways to communicate them. It all started when I first joined the Barista Championship back in 2016 until today. Back then, my role was purely a barista. So with the limited resources and accessibility that I had, I poured all my attention into the technical skills. For that, I would like to use my first course, which is the milk beverage, to represent this part of my journey. Because to me, milk beverage is the most technical drinks on our score sheet. So, as I chase for flavors so much, evenness becomes a huge part of my learning curve. So after I roast my coffee, I decided to remove a certain screen size because different screen size have different density and hardness. They all react very differently in the roaster and grinder. So today, I'm removing the bigger and smaller one, keeping only the screen size 18 and 19. With this, it's going to allow me to grind them more evenly, narrowing down the grind distribution, allowing me to push more flavors clarity in the cup. With the increase in flavor clarity, we have increase in flavor intensity. So, with the grind of 18 grams in and 28 grams out for our first course, I want to use a different medium to highlight these flavors from this coffee. So I decided to use 70 ml of a lower fat percentage milk to showcase the flavors of lemon biscuit, floral milk tea, and cashew cream. Now, all the tasting note and coffee information is on your serving tray, and you can feel free to bring them with you later. Now, let's talk about the lower fat content milk, okay? I have 2 ice balls in our pitcher today. Together, I'm gonna add in 315 grams of fresh milk. And I'm gonna steam them all together. The metal ball is gonna help to absorb the heat while I froth the milk. And this is gonna change 2 things. The first thing is that it gives me more time to break down the sugar and fat molecule into a smaller one, giving us a silkier milk texture. And the second part is that by stretching the milk longer, it allows me to introduce more steam, increase inner water content in our froth milk. Gonna help to drop the fat percentage in the milk from 3.5% to 3.1. That is gonna help our human tongue to perceive much more flavors in clarity. Another part is the cupware that I choose for our milk coffee. They are all from Arita, Japan, giving us a thinner rim, allowing me to deliver the liquid to the right part of your tongue to help us to enjoy these flavors from this geisha. Our coffee today comes from Las Alasitas, owned by the Rodriguez family in Bolivia. There you go. Please enjoy. This is a wash process geisha that is grown at 1700 above the sea level. And coffee in Alasitas are all separated 2 meters apart from each other to ensure they don't fight for nutrition and have a generous sunlight shine upon the trees. With this information, we could expect the coffee that comes from Alasitas to be sweet, clean, and floral. There you go. Please enjoy. And that is the reason why I choose to use a lower fat content milk by changing the steaming technique. There you go. Please enjoy. Today, I have a different journey. I recently got into the green bean coffee business, and that has given me a lot of different perspective. It gave me the opportunity to work directly with the farmers. It also given me a lot of first-hand information about what's happening at the farm level. And with that, I would like to use our second course, which is the espresso, to represent this part of my journey. Because espresso, to me, is what best represents what's happening at the farm at its purest form. So, when I first cup this coffee in Alasitas, there's 10 different coffee, all washed geisha. They are the same coffee, but taste slightly different from each other, because of the different harvesting period and also different drying condition. Conventionally, these are all blended together for economical reason. But what I'm doing today is what I would call intentional coffee blending. The coffee that I'm serving you today consists 70% from lot 2, which is harvested at the very early of the season. Dry over the period of 40 days because of the raining season. Another 30% comes from the late harvest. Dry over the period of only 20 days because of the hot sun. They contribute to different parts of your espresso. I'm dosing in 19.5 grams of coffee and extracting 42 grams in the cup. With the intentional blending of green coffee together with the parameter that I choose to use today, it's going to give you a medium light textured espresso, juicy and silky, and a long finish. Now for flavor notes, please look for orange blossom, apricot, orange juice, and a green mango finish. When I serve you the espresso, please stir 10 times, and you can put the spoon in the silver cup over there, okay? There you go. Please enjoy the espresso, please. There you go. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Thank you. Now, reflecting on my journey of chasing flavors, I have always reached out to what I already have and improve from there. From screen size management in roasted coffee to intentional blending green coffee at the farm level, I can always improve and deliver flavors better simply by looking deeper and think inside the box. And this inspires my signature drink today, to use single ingredient to maximize the potential of one ingredient. For that ingredient, I choose a Concord grape because this is the flavors I detected in the 10 different laws of cupping in Las Alacitas. As for the single ingredient, it represents my passion in creating flavors. In one ingredient, I'm gonna deconstruct the grape, treat them differently, and put them back together to represent 3 parts of your drinking experience together with our coffee. The first one is for aroma. I take 100 grams of the flesh, crush it, inoculate with 2 grams of koji inoculation, vacuum and ferment for 2 days. I then use 50 grams of them. This is gonna give us the flavors of Moscato. Second part is for sweetness. I take the whole grape, sun dry under hot sun for 6 days. I then infuse with 1 part grape, 1 part water. And I'm using 50 grams. And the third one is for bitterness. I take 10 grams of the grape seed, crush it, toast it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. I then infuse with 100 grams of water, 5 grams of grape skin to create my own bitter tonic in the chiller. I then use 75 grams. This is gonna interact with the flavors of the green mango in our espresso and give us a new flavor notes of green guava juice. And the fourth one is for acidity. I would like to utilize the small bean that I sieved out earlier. The smaller beans is dense and hard. When we extract it with espresso machine, it contributes to a lot of noise and astringency because of the grind distribution. But this is the best representative of how we treat ingredients differently. It could unlock the maximized potential of them. So I use a hand grinder to grind 18 grams of them. Gonna extract a longo with an espresso machine at 93 degrees Celsius. Gonna collect 65 ml of longo. And this is gonna contribute to the osmanthus flavors to our drink. And the last ingredient, it's gonna be 4 shots of espresso with the same recipe that I served you earlier as your espresso course. Now, when I serve you this drink, please enjoy them like how you would enjoy a good long black. Because long black is a drink that I enjoy flavors at different parts of my coffee journey. Take 3 sips. The first sip, please look for the flavors of the Moscato, osmanthus, and green guava. Okay? Second sip, please look for the appearance of our espresso with the flavor notes of that apricot. And the last sip, enjoy the texture being juicy and smooth. And if you wish to take more sip, please go ahead. Now, flavors represent different things throughout my coffee journey. At first, they wow me and intrigue me. But after I have the opportunity to experience all things in the coffee chain, now they mean different things to me. Flavors now have a different identity. To me, flavors now represent where our coffee comes from and their inherent identity at a coffee farm. And this is what I hope to communicate with you guys today. Because in this future of specialty coffee, I wish that when we drink coffee, we can still taste where our coffee comes from and what varietal they are. And that's why I have this presentation to share with you today. Please go ahead and enjoy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Time.